outside of like school assignments, the first thing that I heard about was entering the Central Bank's open exhibition category. And I said, okay. My then teacher, my then lecturer, Heino Schmid, and also Miss Katrina Cartwright and Miss Sue Bennett Williams, they all encouraged us to participate, get our feet wet in the water. So I did, and it was a great experience. And then Central Bank went on to support my graduating class in hosting our graduating exhibition, which was awesome. I think that being an artist in the Bahamas is something that has changed over the years in terms of what you focus on, the mediums that you use, the type of exposure that you are able to gather, collaborations, exhibition styles. It's all changed over the years, but I absolutely love being a Bahamian artist. I'm a proud Bahamian artist, and I'm excited to see it grow. I think that the Bahamian art community is on the verge of definitely becoming greater. My name is Ivana Gator, and I'm an advertising student at the Savannah College of Art and Design, and I'm also a mixed media visual artist.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
This is your ZNS News Update live at 4 o'clock. Good afternoon, Bahamas. I'm Shenique Swain. Here's what's making news at this hour. Immigration Minister the Honorable Brent Simonet highlighting the growing demand for work permits requests for foreign nationals at the Department of Immigration. The minister is concerned about the trend. He says he's seeing in excess of 500 requests for work permits a week. In other news, police reporting today that wanted suspect 45-year-old Timothy Cole of Fort Fincastle turned himself into police at the Central Detective Unit. Police say that Cole is assisting in a recent homicide investigation. They've not confirmed whether Cole is linked to the killing of Inspector Carlos Blatch, that is, earlier this week. And world-class athlete Shauna Miller-Weibo making a courtesy call yesterday at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources. Agriculture Minister the Honorable Michael Pintard says the ministry was proud to host Miller-Weibo because she is a symbol of athleticism, a practice he says breeds discipline, and even more importantly to the ministry, healthy eating habits. Well, that's been your ZNS News Update live at 4 o'clock. I'm Shenique Swain. Good afternoon.
My first memory of music would have been a performance when everyone was singing the song. The song was drop down and come up slow, and everyone in the crowd was singing. I was amazed. I was in shock.
I did not always want to be a performer, you know. I actually wanted to be a doctor. And when I was on my way to med school, I had this called Epiphany, and I went to Berklee College of Music, and that's when I made the switch.
If I weren't singing, I'd be singing. I love track and field.
Many different things inspire me. You know, it isn't anything specific. It's just, you know, just enjoying the environment. And that's what I think music should be about, being free.
You know, tap of a button, I'm able to get in contact with persons all the way across the world. Technology acts as that bridge that keeps me connected.
BTC in one word, I would have to say clutch.
Connected family.
Family.
Every day.
Poetry is life to me as a tool for expression. I don't know where I would be without poetry. My name is Omekongo Debenga. I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a poet, and I'm a rapper. I'm here in the Bahamas on behalf of the State Department, where the U.S. Embassy has brought me down here to engage in a week of poetry and using arts as a tool for expression at the great C.R. Walker High School, where I'm working with 50 students.
Of 700 islands and keys, with the beautiful sun, sand, and sea, with the cool and refreshing breeze. Oh, you wish you were me? Because I live where you vacation. So Milo Butler was the father of our nation. Nassau, a beautiful destination.
I believe that the arts can serve as a tool for inspiration for others. The arts literally saved my life, so I believe that helping other people express themselves can save their lives as well.
The beauty of the way we dress. We spend more than we buy for less. Straw, androsia, seashell, the clothes our ancestors wore with a passion. We trade these all away just to keep up with the New York fashion.
A lot of people are getting involved in these issues because they don't have a means to express themselves. We could deal with so many issues of violence that are going on in our community if we just give our young people in particular an opportunity to say what's on their mind. One thing I say is that one way or another, our youth are going to make themselves heard.
My way of life is pretty far-fetched. Living on the streets, stealing from the stores, praying to God I don't get catch. I sat on the blocks, watching my people got shot. I cover my eyes with my locks, because I don't want to end up in a box.
We have those scared to pursue dreams because there's no support in the homes. And players all around conform to the world, so the statement is true. Some die as clones. Why do we stay quiet? As each day passes, we are pushed back into oppression. The same factor our ancestors fought against, even in times of their depression.
I look in the mirror and I become defiled, yet I still ask, who am I? They tell me I am greatness, but is greatness really me? Who am I if I cannot succeed? Who am I? This I still wondered.
But soon, as the image is presented before me, in the view of black and white, the answer comes in sight, at the minute of my last light. The heartache they feel passes on, the minute they clear the fog, and declare me as just a dog.
Let's talk about love, health and wellness, transformation, yeah, we got it. Discuss your breakthroughs, national issues. This show will take you there, yeah. Taking it step by step, living your best life yet. Getting stronger and living longer. Let's figure out the questions for ya. I need a little conversation. You need a little conversation. When you need a little inspiration, tune into the conversation. Talk about it on the conversation. When you need a little motivation, life is better on the conversation. Tune into the conversation. I need a little conversation. You need a little conversation. We can go far with the conversation. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah.
I just love how I look. What y'all think? I just love this camouflage, you know, and this ain't the usual thing. Don't get it confused, sweetie. This is like so high end. That is what this is. And then this her. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Hansel, how are you? Melanie, big hello to you. I want you all to just come on board today and let's have some fun. My day started from very early. I mean, and I didn't even go to the gym, but just I'll go tomorrow, but very, very early, man. And I just feel jazzed. Like I had like a ton of coffee, Carlos.
Yeah.
Like I had a ton of coffee and I feel good. And it's good because we have a wonderful visitor here who is going to
So we got to behave?
Got to behave. Well, you behave, yeah. I don't know if he wants...
No.
I don't know if you want to stick around. I'll tell you this because here's what we're talking about. You know, this is the conversation, by the way, which of course you know. And you, Mr. Jamaica, here's what's happening. So today, we are talking about, how can you keep your good man happy? You pray for this good man, fast, fast, pray and everything. You know what I mean? You didn't fast and pray and you didn't do all the stuff for this man. Now that you got the man, you're continuing to find fault, you're continuing to do all this stuff. And so what it is, you ain't how to treat him, you how to keep him. And so these gentlemen, what they do is that
they provide appropriate commentary.
They provide appropriate commentary. So if you want to stick around, even though you're here to talk about Western Union business, and we are so happy for Western Union. I know you guys are all over the place, by the way. We talk about exactly where you are. I see you all even in a telephone company, which is super. There's a window there.
I saw them down to.
Don't tell me somebody under the tree doing Western Union.
No, they down to one corner. That's by Sugar Kid Bowl off Soldier Road.
Wow. So make it very easy for anyone, anywhere,
absolutely,
to send or receive money from.
Where our customers live and work.
Where they live and work. From anywhere in the world. And so today, you're going to hear from this guy. He's going to introduce himself to us. We're going to have a wonderful time. Leavin, I see you just pulling up. Don't you be coming late for the show.
What had happened was my helicopter driver didn't show up. And so I had to actually drive my car. And the traffic in Metro.
You see it? You see? Now you understand.
You got a guest today.
I wish I could relate.
No, don't relate. That's good that you're different.
We have to behave.
But I do intend to discontinue my helicopter drivers.
No, because
service.
the helicopter. Listen, you might as well be on the street like the rest of us. Because the helicopter can't get you here faster. You ain't need that. That don't make no sense paying for all that extra fuel and the pilot and you know what I'm saying.
When we thought about landing space, I said,
and then landing space and no, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Yeah. So welcome to the conversation, everybody. Carlos, boy, I love this nice treat you brought. Your wife must be grinning from ear to ear every time because you just appear to be the kind of man, that women in.
Y'all gotta show me the rule book. We bringing guests now.
Oh, but you didn't know that though.
I didn't.
Don't come here with your hands swinging.
Some things just in some people. You can't be who you're not.
Who you're not. That's what it is. No, thanks. Thanks very much. Thanks, and moving right along. No, you can't be leaving it out because that's not you. That's why you are single today.
Shenique. Shenique. That one was a little low.
Shenique, I brought you me.
Oh, she's just a saying. When you hear man flip and say that?
Didn't God give Jesus to the world as a gift? Well, here I am, Shane.
You're too common.
Go ahead and basket it.
Dollar bill, too common. So welcome to the conversation, everybody. We're going to have a great show today. And you know what? I want to say welcome to you, by the way. Introduce yourself to us formally and tell us a bit about who you are.
Well, my name is Andre Largy. I'm the Global Money Transfer Head for Western Union in the Caribbean. And I am let's call it the Chief Customer Officer for our Caribbean customers. All things that pertain to our customers and our service to them certainly fall within my domain to take care of.
Awesome. And so, listen, at one point, Western Union went very quiet, but you all seem to have done this sort of resurgence, and you are saturating the market here, making it very easy. People don't have to stress out any longer to go to just one or two particular locations on the island.
Yes.
You are basically, as Carlos said, he saw you in a residential area, but you are everywhere, it appears. Why this sort of this mushrooming of Western Union?
Well, what we try to do is to make sure we form a stable framework to serve our customers. And certainly, in the Bahamas, in planning our re-entry, it became important to ensure that we have multiple agents representing us. Very proud to say that we have 3 agents representing us now. Money Max, headed by Carlos Mackey, good son of the soil. Suncash with Barry Malcolm and his team, and we also have a regional player in Grace Kennedy Money Services, represented locally by a good Bahamian colleague of mine, Lovey. So these 3 agents now operate 31 locations.
31.
We're in 6 of the family islands. We're looking at expanding to even more, and we've been very fortunate in getting very positive responses from the community, and I'm really excited about what the future holds.
Very, very just super. Now, something incredible is happening besides your expansion, that kind of thing. Western Union obviously is about to sort of officially launch.
Well, no, not really officially launch. We've officially launched. What's happening is that this is our first year back, or first anniversary. You look like a man that has been married maybe a couple of times. And on this occasion, we want to commemorate it by giving thanks. So we have planned what we call our Thank You Day on September 17th. So that's next week, Monday, all day. During regular store hours, from all of our store locations throughout Bahamas and all of the family islands, we will be offering zero-fee transactions to all of our customers.
Zero fees.
Zero fees.
So wait till next month, everybody, to send that money.
Well, listen, if that suits if that is okay for the customer, because sometimes there is a need to send money and it is urgent, right? But some customers have a discretion. But more importantly, we want to open up our franchise to customers to be able to try our service who perhaps haven't tried it before. We have, as you said, expanded pretty quickly. We've done so responsibly, working hard with our agents. We have, gone through some growing pains, but we're stronger for it. And we've been able to innovate, launching a host of new services on the local market, so customers can send directly to an account. Customers can, we launched the app, so customers can now start their transaction on the app and then finish in the location.
So half the work is done.
Very quick transaction. It's the quickest transaction. This is not hyperbole. It's the quickest transaction in the Bahamas. It takes a couple of minutes as opposed to other locations where you're still writing up forms. And it's also the best value. So we've done quite a bit over the years since we've launched. And next Monday, we really wanted to pause and say thank you. A big thank you to our customers, to the Bahamian community for embracing us the way they have and for supporting us the way they have.
Let's talk about the various services that you mentioned one.
Yes.
And that is two, the app.
Yes.
And the other.
And the other is called Direct to Bank.
Direct to Bank.
Yes. So you can send money. So traditionally, Western Union is known for sending for cash payout, right? Your loved one goes to a location and collects money in cash.
Right.
But we have now invested in the facility or created a facility to pay out to an account. So let's say you're sending $3,000, which is well within the permissible limit of money transfer. You may not want your loved one to go and actually collect $3,000 in cash. Depending on where they are, it may not be safe, or there may be other considerations for convenience. With our service, our direct-to-bank service, you'll be able to send directly to their account from here in the Bahamas. And we have over 50 billion accounts around the world. We have the Philippines, the US, most of the European Union, even our friends in the UK who have chosen to exit the European Union. And we have other Caribbean territories that are coming on stream. So that's an important new service that has launched. Our Bahamian customers are embracing it, particularly my Filipino brothers and sisters. And it serves a particular need because not everybody has cash. Not everybody needs the cash. Some customers prefer the convenience of sending to an account. With the app, because the app allows for certain benefits, privacy being one of them. You don't always want to talk to the person on the other side of the glass, the customer service rep, and and speak out all your fears. You have to give the information, but you never know who's standing up in line.
Very true.
So doing it on the app allows for that that privacy. And once you set up the transaction on the app and you go to the customer service representative, all you're doing at that time is identifying yourself, providing your phone number and your ID and the cash, and your transaction is good and taken care of.
Super.
Fully compliant with all regulations, and done quickly and securely via a regular network.
And so there's no kind of having to go to the big boys and report it or seek permission, because I do recall eons ago, eons, that I sent something through Western Union, and what I had to go through, Lord. Jesus, this is quite a while back.
Well, I would say this. as an industry, financial services has to always be robust in its enforcement of anti-money laundering, anti-financing of terrorism policies. That's what the regulators are there for. The regulators are there to protect the country, the citizenry, and certainly to protect the financial services companies that operate within its framework. And you have a robust regulator here, and so we can't get around the KYC. In fact, we embrace it because what we want to ensure is that we protect our system and we protect our customers.
Very true.
If we know that you are sending your money safely and securely, even if you have to ask you a few questions, chances are you're going to be happier with us because we're a higher rate of guarantee that your money will be taken care of. Even if sometimes, unbeknownst to you, you might be defrauded. And believe me, victims of fraud are out there. Bad guys find, even for your topic today about, affairs of the heart.
Yes.
Affairs of the heart are typical ways and means of bad guys to attack innocent customers.
Absolutely. We're going to take a first break. It is Roundtable Friday, but first we're talking some money matters with Western Union. They have multiple locations around the island just to make it easier for you to receive and send money. We're going to hear more from the regional rep. I know I didn't call that title correctly, but yeah, we're going to hear more from him when we come back. Stay close.
G&M Appliances on Robinson Road has all your air conditioning needs this summer, like the Comfort Star 9000 and 12,000 BTU 13 SEER for just $3.99. Or how about the Comfort Star 18,000 BTU just $5.99? Or how about the Comfort Star 24,000 or 36,000 at the lowest prices possible? We also carry a large selection of air conditioning parts such as fans, compressors, filters, capacitors, or any part you may need. So, call today at 328-2083. We're located on Robinson Road.
Hey, have you heard? ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Whether you're on the move or just kicking back. Miss something on the news? It's there. Want to keep up with a live update? It's there. Or just want to listen to your favorite station? It's there too. Download the app now from the App Store and Google Play Store.
Now you can watch the ZNS network of channels absolutely free. That's right, ZNS is now broadcasting 3 separate channels, free to air on Channel 13. One channel has the regular ZNS TV HD programming. One is the Parliamentary channel, and one is the 24/7 television community page. These channels may be accessed simply by attaching either a rabbit ears antenna or an indoor amplified antenna to the RF input connector on the back of your digital television or flat screen TV. Once the antenna is connected, select TV mode and choose Auto Scan, and your TV will automatically pick up Channel 13 at no charge. Once you're on Channel 13, just use the channel selector to go to each of the 3 ZNS free channels. Antennas are available on many sites online. Free TV, ZNS brings it back to you.
Residents of Carmichael Road, South Beach, Marshall Road, Pinewood, and surrounding areas with 10% off uniforms for schools like Prince Will, Anatole Rogers, CV Bethel, Bahamas Academy, Sadie Curtis, and many others. S&M Uniform, Marshall Road East. Call 361-0126.
Talk about love, health and wellness, transformation, yeah, we got it. Discuss your breakthroughs, national issues. This show will take you there, yeah. Take it
you doing? The lady with the hats, she wears the best hats going. Melanie and Hansel, I think I said hi to you all already. By the way, hey, I want you all to chime in, continue hanging out with us today, share the video. Lenora, how are you doing? It's been a minute.
That's Lenora Sands,
yes,
the pastor.
She always enjoys the conversations, and she
enjoy
is.
it.
Yeah, she's very, very upfront and frank.
That awesome church down on Cowpen Road and Blue Hill Road.
Ah, okay, absolutely. But I know she's a stylish diva.
Yeah,
and she,
boy, she don't play. She don't play. She don't play. That's my friend.
Yep, absolutely. Looks incredible. Welcome back to the conversation. We are talking with introduce yourself one more time.
Andre Largy, the global money transfer head for Western Union in the Caribbean.
Global money transfer head of Western Union.
It's good to know some money transfer.
No, it's good to. I tell you that it's really good to know
money
that.
transfer head.
I just trying to figure out how you get a title that long.
No, yeah,
it's a long time.
See, in the Bahamas, titles matter.
Yeah,
you live in the titles matter.
Right? Something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You walk up in a place, right? You say, "I'm the global money transfer head
for the Caribbean."
Everybody glued to you.
Yeah, that's a nice title.
Everyone pays attention, but I'll tell you this. I mean, you and your team have done great here. Again, Western Union really went quiet for a while, and I didn't realize it's just been a year since you all sort of re-emerged on the scene.
Indeed.
And now you've basically saturated the market. I mean, explain what the whole thought is behind coming back in such force in the Bahamas?
One guiding philosophy, being close to where customers live and work. That is it. If your purpose, your mission as an organization is to serve the needs of your customers, then being in close proximity to where they're domiciled or where they have their work or their vocation, that is something that's going to be important, because we're talking about the movement of money, and in the movement of money, speed matters, convenience matters, security matters, and that is greatly facilitated. Now, I wouldn't use the word saturated the market. What we've done is to meet unmet needs. All right,
to meet the demand that's out there.
That is there. In fact, I can very proudly say that prior to our re-entry, money transfer service in the Family Islands was not present. Right, many of the Family Islands didn't have money transfer services available, and we made it a priority because we saw the need was there, a growing need due to the departure of some of the banks from the Family Islands. So it is very, very far from being saturated. It's more along the principles of being where the need is and satisfying that need with the services. And I should also say, one of the things that residents can certainly look forward to is not just money transfer services from Western Union, but we have pretty fantastic agent partners who have, let's say, deep interest in financial services. And very soon, each of these agent partners will be launching their own complementary services. I don't conflict in any way with Western Union. They complement. And, we think that these will also be, a very good service addition, value proposition to our customers. And, that will just make the provision of services in their communities much more richer and much more meaningful.
And so let's just talk about the process now. The reason I said saturated is because if you're in one phone company, which is a chain, then you obviously at least 6 locations here in New Providence alone, and I know it's more than that.
Yes.
And it just appears a smooth transition. Obviously that app is working very well, because standing behind somebody who I went to pay a phone bill had no idea what was happening until I looked at the sign.
Yes.
But it just appears to be quite easy, very seamless, and just a very, very easy and quick process to be able to complete a transaction.
Well, I'm very happy to hear you say that, because we work very hard on making it very, very simple for our customers. In the background, there is robust technology that is deployed to not just to execute the actual transaction, but to do all the checks and balances to ensure that you, Shenique, are the person standing in front of us sending the transaction. We know who you are, we know who the beneficiaries are, and we can execute that transaction fully compliant with laws and the local applicable laws and regulations. And it happens, to your point, very seamlessly.
Okay, so what happens next Monday? Remind our listeners and why they should, if they haven't already, perhaps choose next Monday to begin a relationship with Western Union.
Well, next Monday, we are saying a big, very, very big, because it's expensive, but a very big thank you to our customers in the Bahamas and the greater Bahamian community. Next Monday, September 17th, we will have 0 fees on all money transfer services, whether it is that you are an existing customer or whether it is you are a new customer. All services during regular opening hours from all of our locations will have 0 fees attached. So we truly welcome with open arms all of our customers. This is a very big thank you. And our agent partners will also be doing some other things to commemorate the occasion, to say thank you to our customers, little giveaways and tokens and so on. But this is the big one that we hope will really be a meaningful gesture of gratitude to our customers.
I think it's also wonderful that you I think it's also wonderful that you are partnering with so many different people. Before it was just sort of one established company,
Correct.
but now you've gone to say, whoever, a reputable business person, obviously, sure, you want to partner with Western Union, let's make this happen, let's establish a location for you, and kind of empowering others as well.
No, absolutely. The model that we chose is the agent model, and through that model, we're able to be quite effective. But we didn't just pick, the first comers. We were very methodical and careful in selecting the right mix of agent partners that could deliver true long-term value for our customers. I previously mentioned the additional services that customers will be able to look forward to, but even within the money transfer segment and product portfolio, they are fantastic partners, and we really look forward to a bright future with them serving the Bahamian community.
And so listen, as we're about to wrap up, by the way, I must let you know this. I mean, I don't know, listen, but this is a serious interview, but hey, it's Friday. You're getting some admiration from our online audience. There are some ladies who think that you are quite handsome.
Well, my wife thanks you.
You're a good man. That's good. He is a good man. I like that.
You get that?
That the ladies think that you are quite good looking, and they're saying so. By the way, hello to you, Olivine in New York watching, Najana, big hello to you. And so I want to give you an opportunity for a final comment.
Well, first final comment is thank you for having me here this afternoon. I know it's Friday. You guys have lots of fun discussions to move on to, but we also want to say thank you to our customers in the Bahamas and to the wider Bahamian community. It's joyful work. It truly is. I've always found the most rewarding experiences are those that have a good balance between serving the community interest and serving your business interest.
Right.
Western Union is not a non-profit, right?
Yeah.
But it's a fulfilling career. It's a fulfilling time that you can invest in your life if you can serve both your commercial interest and community interest. And that's what makes me particularly excited about working with Western Union. It's been fantastic this last year in the Bahamas, and I must tell you, there's some really interesting stuff to come that we think our customers will be pretty excited by. So again, September 17th, come to all of our 31 locations and enjoy a free transaction on us. Whether you're an existing customer or a new customer, we'll welcome you with open arms. 0 fees transactions all day, Monday, September 17th.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you so much, Andre Largy, the Global Money Transfer Lead for the Caribbean. Thank you very, very much for stopping by and sharing with us. Once again, that's Monday, September 17th.
Indeed.
At the 31 locations. Wherever you go.
Wherever you see a Western Union location and they're open, transactions will be 0 fees.
0 fees.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
any giveaways, any gifts? There's some incentive.
Little tokens. There's a little token.
Piece of cake.
There. But hey, I don't think you can have any more better incentive than a free transaction,
yes,
right?
Yes,
to
absolutely.
at least to try the service, because at the end of the day, there's a substantial difference between us and, let's say, the other players in the market.
Yes, certainly.
So
yes.
For those customers who haven't tried us again, this is us opening our arms to say welcome, and try us out, try our service, try the app. see how easy and quick the transaction is. And, you know, as they say, once you go up, you never go back.
So he obviously need to stick around then, because he think the app is just Western Union.
Yes, it's the Western Union app, and it's the app is specific per each country. So when you go in, there's a Western Union app for the Bahamas. It has Bahamian flavor, if you will. You'd see it if you once you pull it up on your phone, and you know, the experiences are right there. And in fact, other than setting up your transaction, it does quite a number of things. You can find your nearest location if you're new to town, like a tourist, or you're new to money transfers, you're not quite sure where to go, or it's 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock and you're wondering if any locations near you are still open. You can look on the app and find out. You could even call them from the app. You can track a transfer. There's a host of things you can do on the app that, you know, just adds, you know, additional value for customers.
Amen. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Andre Largy, the global head, money transfer head for Western Union Caribbean.
Yes, ma'am.
It's fantastic having you stop by today. Feel free anytime. It's good doing business with you and getting the word out there. Particularly, you know, like I said, it's refreshing to see it back, because I know how convenient it is. And so when I picked it up several weeks ago, and then of course now to officially hear what's happening, then, you know, it's really, really wonderful.
Very much appreciated, Shenique, and thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, all.
Why, thank you. You have a great weekend as well. Don't forget, next Monday, it's the official thank you 1-year anniversary. Thank you from Western Union, and just making it very easier and cheaper for you to send money anywhere in the world, wherever you want to send it. Stay exactly where you are. The conversation comes back right after this.
At Miden's Wholesale, the concept is simple. The more you buy, the more you save. Yes, the more you buy, the more you save. This means that at Miden's Wholesale, when you buy in the same group 3 products, you get 15% off, 6 products, 20% off, and 12 products or more, 33% off. Miden's provides you with the largest selection of pantyhose, socks, t-shirts, school supplies, underwear, and much, much more. You can also sign up to be a reseller of VTC and Digicel top-up and to save 33% on your purchase at Miden's Wholesale. We also ship to the Family Islands, and that's not all, because when you shop at Miden's, you can pay your utility bills, send MoneyGram, RIA transfer, and purchase tickets from Sky Bahamas and Western Air. So visit Miden's Wholesale today at any of 3 locations, East Street South, Robinson Road, or Lower Bogey, Lutra. Call 325-4434 or 676-4435.
What I love most about working for the Bahamas tonight is that we don't only focus on New Providence. We cover the entire Bahamas. We have a team here in the Northern Bahamas that is ready to bring you the stories, the people, and the news that matter to you. From point A to Z, from covering hurricanes to elections and everything in between.
What you see and hear on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as
Let's talk about love, health and wellness, transformation, yeah, we got it. Discuss your breakthroughs, national issues. This show will take you there, yeah. Taking it step by step, living your best life yet. Getting stronger and living longer. Let's figure out the questions for ya. I need a little conversation. You need a little conversation. When you need a little inspiration, tune into the conversation. Talk about it on the conversation. When you need a little motivation, life is better on the conversation. Tune into the conversation. I need a little conversation. You need a little conversation. We can go far with the conversation. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah. Here with Shenique on the conversation, yeah.
Margaret, I'm going to get that information for you, so maybe you could get their information and we could make the connection happen. The conversation.
Yeah.
Putting couples and people and
with
all.
The connection.
Exactly. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
You're doing good. I'm doing well.
Man, Shenique, I going through something.
What you going through? What's happening?
Man, my barber left the island, and I am in absolute disrepair right now.
But you were the
Do you
one.
know how long it takes for a man to find a barber?
Oh, he's no longer here?
Yeah, he moved, man. And now my heart is just torn apart.
But what your lady feel? How does your lady feel about it?
This is exactly why I don't go getting myself tangled up in matters of the heart too heavily, because I ain't sure if I can be able to get over losing my barber right now. You know, I go to the barber every Wednesday. If you follow me on social media, you know that Wednesday is Barber Day. And man, I am absolutely torn to pieces right now because I had to miss the barber yesterday, and I ain't sure what will happen next Wednesday.
Well, you need to. We'll see what happens. For a woman, it's not. It's simple, more simple than that, or easier. What we would do, see, because you always have to have a backup. Now, hold on, wait a minute. I'm speaking to men and saying this. I'm saying when it comes to
we gotta have a backup.
Nope. The answer is no. Ladies, pitch in. Let's just chime in here.
What?
I didn't say have a backup.
That's what you said,
have your one. That you are faithful and focused.
barber.
Yes. Now, when it comes to a barber or a beautician, you have to say, okay, or a nail tech person, whatever. This is the person that I go to. But if she is, or in this instance, he is not available, then this is the second option. This is the second option.
I have barber this week.
So it's an option and
you know something, Malcolm?
What's the difference?
No.
Backup and option.
You didn't say have a backup. I go with that.
I am not a proponent of a backup.
Listen to me. You can't preach to this choir because we can sing good. Before you get halfway through your message, we didn't start singing.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm going to have to deal with that for another week.
So what you going to look scruffy over the next week?
I think I could just grow it till December.
Don't do that. Jesus, Lord. Do not look like Muhammad.
I have a very plausible argument.
What's the argument?
My barber.
First of all, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all can't take the shaver and do this and do this. Y'all can't do that.
I wear my head bald, but that's only in December, right? I do that December.
You wait for the coolish months.
Yeah, because it's not about cool or hot for me. It's kind of when I'm a very spiritual man, So, my birthday is in December. So I shave my head in December as a transition. Like it is a transition.
A renewal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I tell you, I decent,
Well, I shave mine every day.
I can see that.
So you must be in transition
you do yours every day, Carlos?
Mm-hmm.
By yourself?
By myself. I don't need no barber.
Explain to him how you can have as possible.
That's the only way to have a ball. You can't have a ball head that you ain't shaving every day.
No, see, my hair grows really quick.
Yeah.
So I'll shave this morning. By that afternoon, I start feeling the stubbles, and so in order for me to keep it right, I gotta shave every day.
Yeah, and in December, that's where I will go. I will just shave the whole thing and do my own Van Dyke because I could pretty much do my Van Dyke.
Man, I could use the razor and all that.
Yeah, I could use the.
What is the Van Dyke?
This right here. This right here. What some people call the goatee.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
this the real thing.
When I go to my
real
barber,
niggas got this right now.
When I go to my barber,
you look okay, Carlos. You look okay.
Just okay.
Yeah. No, that's nice and neat. You look okay.
Yeah. But
I don't know how you can't tell leaving. Do you do this yourself as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
So why you can't do yours? What's going on? Why are you so troubled and perturbed?
No, he's spoiled, man.
Oh, that's what it is.
He's spoiled.
He's single man.
He like man,
and see,
they gotta rub up on
right there. That is the
they
issue.
Gotta rub, that used to bother me some though. I ain't gonna lie,
that is
right?
the issue, Carlos, and leaving that Bahamian woman have with y'all. Y'all are spoiled. And y'all ain't spoiled in a good way because a woman, and guess what? You blame the woman who y'all been messing with. The women have y'all spoiled, but y'all have never returned the favor.
But you don't believe women spoil more than man?
Oh, no.
Shenique, stop dog stupidness now.
No,
come on, man.
This is almost borderline blasphemy.
Come on now, man. That you get stoned for something like that. If it was in the old days, you get stoned for that. Ain't no way in the world a man could be more spoiled than a woman.
Listen to me. Y'all, man, I talking about this new age Bahamian man now.
That's the one we talking about. This woman, I'm spoiled.
People like leaving. The other gentleman who all these women calling for, I don't know. He must see got something I know about. But the point is, women are so, I don't know if it's a desperation or something, but the men are now just sitting back like leaving, lazy, don't want to cut his own hair and figure what you gonna do.
But how much women doing their own hair though?
And I ain't never been to haircutting school.
You doing your own hair?
I am.
Look here, let's do the math when it comes to this, right? for a woman to get a hair fix, how much that is?
Fair. Well, let's start with getting the hair.
Let's get the hair. We ain't reaching the nail yet. We ain't get to the eyelash.
If she decides she get 18 or 20 inch, we talking about $275.
Right.
If she go 22 and 24 inch, so that she can have a little hang on the back, we talking about $350 thereabout. $425 if she want really let it blow. Nah, that's just the hair.
That's just the hair, yeah.
And then you get to the
We
nails.
ain't talking about the gal that got to know. We ain't talking about the gal that got to now turn this hair into an actual gap. That's another $150. Yeah. And then let's
But
hope.
you know these figures good, though.
No, but it's good that
You
you
know
know
these
that.
figures good,
It's
though.
good that you know that because a lot of men who
You
are
pay for
spoiled,
everything.
Listen to me. I am well read.
So you read
well
that.
read or well experienced.
I'm well read, right?
The thing about it is, I'm happy that you all around the table know that it does take a lot for, and so yes, I do my own hair. Yeah, I go and I get it done. I pay for it. I get the cap fit well. Then all that costs money. And so the thing about it is, though, that does not.
But you
negate
want me to take the machine and put it on my own
Yes,
head?
exactly.
How?
Because my natural hair is what I care for.
But we talking about who's spoiled and who ain't spoiled.
Men.
Now, a woman to get a hairdo, right? A woman to get a hairdo.
That's
Would you
nothing to
say
do
it's
with being
$400 and something
About
dollars, right?
$470.
A brother, a haircut is how much now?
Oh, you
I forget
$12.
$12.
You all talking about
And I don't
being
care.
spoiled.
And I
So a
don't
brother
care.
he could get a manicure,
If he cut my
pedicure,
hair-
and a haircut.
If he cut my hair with a Swiss blade, it ain't gonna cost me more than $12.
Listen to me. What I'm saying is, you guys are putting dollars and cents onto whether or not being spoiled.
That's about a spoil.
I'm talking about how a woman caters to a man and bends over backwards for you all.
But Shenique, there are brothers out there that are catering to women too.
Who are they?
There are a lot of good men, and that's what our topic is: how women run the good man out of their lives.
Okay, so let's just start there. Let's jump right in because obviously all these Bahamian men just good. You know what I mean? And so the women need how to treat them. And
No,
so
I mean
she-
say all now. We get some jokers out there. We can be real with
But
this.
today
We get some
today we
jokers.
talk about the good ones, who these women
Exactly.
know how to take care of
Now-
and don't know how to spoil and are running just by their mouths and their actions and not catering to these men.
Don't show no appreciation in them.
What is not showing appreciation? What is it that turns a good man off when he caters to this woman and spoils her and does everything he can to provide and ensure that she's loved and all this stuff, but yet he continues to meet up against this wall when it comes to the woman in his life?
I want to put a disclaimer in this voice, right? We're talking about the men that are around. We ain't talking about the women that are around today. So when we start talking, I don't want nobody throwing no shade saying that they're good women. Yes, there are some good women out there that good, bad man running. Yeah, so let's get that out of the way. But our focus today is the good men that the women them are running. Let's say a brother, right? He does something. He does most of the things he does. If he has a woman that he really cares about in his life, he's doing to get her attention. So let's say that he goes and he do some repair around the house. She comes home and she don't even notice. You see what I'm saying? She didn't even notice. But somebody else will come to the house and notice, say, wow, that look nice.
No, because first of all, you see, I think, man, y'all are the most thin-skinned. That's why I said it's new age Bahamian men. He's caught in the middle of being male and female, I guess. Because my thing is, that is your duty. But why, if you paint the house, I gotta come and go and say, whoa, look at the house? Of course, somebody who has seen the house for the first time, or perhaps for the second time that year, will notice that, whoa, boy, this house looks great. Why is it that the woman gotta come and notice you?
You ain't saying that she got to, and this is where lies the problem. The women think she knows what the man want, but when the man trying to say what he want, the woman say, well, all right, he thin-skinned. So what he does, he say, all right, anything cool. Let me just be by myself.
Well, you know what I think is one of the greatest, I guess one of the greatest curse that women have to deal with. It's expectation. Like, to Carlos's point, the reason she doesn't notice these things is because she just expects that you will do them. And I continue to tell, women in my circle that I don't have to do anything. Technically.
Even if you have a ring on that woman's and she has a ring on your finger and you have a ring on hers?
Shenique, she could have a ring around her neck. I do not have to do anything. I do what I do because of the value you have in my life. I do what I do because of what it is I see. I made a post on Facebook about 2 days ago, right? And I said, it always makes me laugh when I hear people talk about deadbeat dads, right? Because the truth of the matter is, you have to ask yourself the question, has this man ever invested in me?
Mm-hmm.
Because a man that can see you as the mother of his child, the wife, of his youth, will start making investments. If your greatest investment was a number 6 from, the fast food joint, or if your greatest investment was some sushi, because, they like to, because they ain't eating fries, they feel like they big time, right? So if your greatest investment was some sushi, you have to now think to yourself, well, am I to blame for having a deadbeat? Because a man that can see value or worth will invest in it. It is why men treat their cars the way they do. It's the reason why men that are involved in like clubs, whether it be gun clubs or whatever it is, notice the kind of effort, particularly boat owners. Look at the effort that boat owners put in. And so this whole idea of expectation, I think women have got to get rid of that, because don't expect.
So what? So that expectation, Carlos and Levin, is hurting the relationship?
Yes, because it drives you to ingratitude.
See, exactly, because you expect him to do. When he do, he's not getting that appreciation.
Right.
But I believe that everybody has the same value. Everybody want to know what their ROMI is. ROMI.
What is ROMI? Let's bring
return on my investment. What's the return from a man's standpoint when the man goes out of his way to make sure the woman feels special? What is return? See, most women believe. Watch this.
ROMI.
Watch this. A woman feel the only thing she's got to bring to the relationship is sex.
And at some point, for a man, you could keep that.
You see what I'm saying? We want respect. We can care less about the sex part of it. The sex comes with the respect.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not just the sex. What else you bring to the table?
But how much y'all want? Because if you say, at some point you could keep that, it's not just about the sex. Let that woman start holding up on sex, though.
But let the man hold up.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you
just as deep as it wide.
I'll tell you what I learned, Shenique, and I learned this as an adult. This blew me out of the water when I figured it out. There are more women walking around this place than I had imagined who are going out of their mind because they ain't got nobody rubbing glow shine on them. Nobody touching them. The fella don't want nothing to do with them. And I learned this as an adult being around the courts. I learned that many, man, listen, they look dead nice. They dress up dead nice, professional, hair nice, nails nice, face nice. I've seen women come into the court who look so good. Man, I don't know their name. I will marry them right here. That's how good they look. You know what one of the issues is? This husband they got ain't on their run. And you know why? It's because somehow you continue to look at yourself as a trophy, right?
Right, but go ahead.
You are only a trophy as long as I value the trophy. When you are no longer of value to me, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you leave. You follow where I'm going with this?
Oh my gosh, wow.
Hey, you're so right with that, right? Because there are a lot of men.
What puts a man, a husband,
right.
in that frame of mind?
See, a lot of husbands are in homes right now where they have not touched their wives in months. You see what I'm saying? Because this powerful thing, what God gave us, right? The woman used this more than anything else. She used this mouth. She'll mash this brother down to the ground with his mouth, but she still expect him to form like a champion. You make him feel like a little ant, but you expect him to be a champion. You can't continue to do that to brothers. You see what I'm saying? This verbal abuse that brothers get. And you hear brothers them talk all the time. Say, my God, man, I wish she'd pick up one bottle and bust me across my head. You see what I'm saying? Because women just tells brothers some hateful things. And then you expect that same brother to come and be Samson.
But see, in defense of women, you all do some hurtful things or you don't do anything. And so the hurtful words are because she's screaming for attention, trying to get your attention, trying to get you for once to just change, shift, look at her differently, begin to do what you did to get her to begin with. And so she figures if I say this, perhaps this will turn things around.
But where did she learn that from, though?
And the question is that not a fairy tale? I mean, here's the thing, right? So you've been on more than one job in your life. I guarantee you that you were not 10 years into your career the same person you were on day one. If management asks you after 10 years of being in a corporation to go get some coffee from where for who? From where for who? I look like Rania. and you all have all these newbies walking and running around. Yeah, go get. And the point I'm making is relationships should evolve, right? So no, I may not be doing some of the things that I was doing at the very beginning when I was trying to razzle dazzle you. No, but that's because those things shouldn't even matter anymore. You understand what I'm saying? It should those. Where we are now in the evolution of our relationship should be what matters. You understand my point?
Yeah, but sometimes y'all evolve so much and to a point that it's just like you said. Sometimes you see some women who look incredible, and from face value, you be like, dang boy, she must really have either a happy home or a great home, or I'd marry her myself. But her husband ain't looking at her. Y'all have evolved to the point of it being totally cold, disconnected, not doing anything at all to
and the woman
romance
triggers
this
that.
woman.
The woman triggers that.
Yeah, because how can you romance somebody that's always have issues?
Yeah.
The brother won't come home to issues all the time. You see what I'm saying? A brother could be having sex with his wife, right, and be disconnected. He could be in the bed having sex with her, but his mind someplace totally different.
And also,
you see what I'm saying?
Also, you have to remember, and I say this almost every time you invite me here, right? Men are creatures of territory. They like to conquer, right? Men need to feel like they've conquered something, and I believe that is what a lot of the thrill is behind men that need to have more than one woman. Like I believe it's a psychological thing, right? And the issue is when you have now spoken to this man to the point where he no longer feels like the killer he is. Mm-hmm. When he no longer feels like the territorial dominion person or dominant person that he know he is. Psychologically now, the question becomes, what have you created? Because one of the greatest challenges for a man to deal with is having a woman that he doesn't feel he can ever make happy.
Exactly.
And that's
where the disconnect come in.
And that does so much more damage to your relationship than and he probably won't ever tell you, but I say to my friends, whenever you search your man phone, don't worry about the girls he's talking to, because many of them are probably just conversations. Go to his friends' chat and see what he's saying in his friends' chat, because that's where the real conversations are.
Exactly.
And they are the ones that have the secrets in it. And so he telling his friends, boy, I come home last night, change all 4 of the tires on this car, wash the car, and pay the boy up the road to tint the 2 front glass she been running on with. And this woman still get up and ask me why I ain't take the crate off the porch. Who she got me for? Why look like a slave around here?
Wow. And she didn't even say thank you for the car.
And not so
like
much
it's
thank you, but at least
to do that.
Okay
right.
then. Okay, gentlemen. Okay, since you all cleaned the car and she acknowledged it and she didn't say thank you, do you all acknowledge the effort that she has put in and look at and to make the house beautiful and smell nice? One, also make herself look, or you all figure that's just oil and washed up.
So what are you washing the car for?
Make herself smell nice and soft and nice exfoliated, or cook a nice meal. Do you all say thank you?
Yes, I do. I do, and there are men that do. There are men that do. Now, don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong.
Ladies on Facebook Live, YouTube, I haven't come to you all as yet. Facebook Live. What do you all say? How often does a man, Keyshawn, Margaret, how often does a man say thank you seriously once he's in a committed relationship? Like Kizzy says, I honestly think people become too familiar with their spouse when they do that, that is how the disconnect happens.
She say people. She didn't say men.
Men.
No, she's talking about people because all do. You see what I'm saying? We're not just saying that this is just like coming from the female. Men do it as well. Yes.
Here's the thing, though.
Men do it as well, but whoever does it, it doesn't make it right.
Here's the thing for me, right? Like, and I continue to say this: society is so one-sided when it comes to a man, right? Because society suggests that you shouldn't be with a man that can't take care of you. Well, let's just say that I date 4 women seriously before I actually find my wife. And that means I have to take care of every single one of them. Society says that you will not right now at your age, Shenique, date a man that lives with his parents. But women can live with their parents until they're 90. No one care. You expect this man to have a car. I've had friends of mine that have told me, how you want to talk to me? Even ain't got no car, we can go out. Miss, you don't have no car either.
But the woman feel, like I say, as long as they bring the cookie to the relationship, then everything is good. You see what I'm saying? I believe that we ought to be able to come to a table when you coming into a relationship talking about getting serious. All right, what do you bring into this table?
Yeah.
It can't just be where the fella got to fit all of the bills. He do all of this stuff. He's supposed to take care of the house, and the woman only thing she's supposed to do is look good. Come on, Shenique, man. What's my ROMI?
Yeah, what the hell, man, was your ROMI? Listen, man, since you all like quote the Bible up in here, the woman in the Bible ain't had to do a thing but look good.
But they also ain't had
but
to
then
be
they call him Lord, though.
But they also
What's Sarah call Abraham?
Brother Hap, thank you
my
so
Lord.
much. Shush. Brother Hap, thank you very much for holding today. Welcome to the conversation. Hi, Brother Hap.
You and the guest. Good day, you and the guest. You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I only have a short thing to say to you. Shenique, there's a lot of brothers out there who was king right all over them. But the ladies, okay, they can't read, bro. You understand what I say?
Repeat that again, please, Brother Hap.
They can't read.
Read. Can't read.
Brother got king right all over him. But the ladies so blind they can't even read it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, well, they don't see no king. They see something else. You understand now?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
He's gone. Yes.
But you know another thing, Shenique, is right. Again, it's this false idea, this falsehood that a man should have his entire life all figured out. Like when I hear women talk about what they
But shouldn't he?
Yes, he should, but also her.
Yeah, but and that's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight thing that a man
Everybody
will have
want
money on
ready-made.
an
We
account,
keep saying this.
No, a woman doesn't
house,
understand this. A woman does not want a ready-made relationship, you know. But
Most women want that.
She wants a ready-made man. You understand what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so what about making him? You
And
want
that
me to
takes
make
time.
you? What about being able to make me?
No,
you want me
no.
to have patience with you?
No,
what
within
about having patience with me?
Within the confines of the relationship, she's willing to work with him, make him, polish him,
where?
upgrade him.
Where you find them?
But is she, and
but
does
she don't want doggone Tyrone up in her face, coming up and looking stupid.
I ain't telling no woman to look stupid. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying, if you're asking a brother to bring something to the table, then bring something of equal value to the table as well.
And remember that
you see what I'm saying? Don't believe just the coochie supposed to be everything else.
And this man has probably invested in more than one woman over the tenure of his life, right? And that's life. And the question becomes, why are women so opposed to investing in a man?
I want to know what you mean by investing in a man. When we come back, we're going to take a break and go to the news at 5. The gentlemen say, why Bahamian women opposed to investing in a man that they so-called love and want to help along? Because I'll answer you all. Stay exactly where you are. We're going to take a break and come back with more after the news update.
It's 5 o'clock. Time for news, highlights, and weather to the hour over the Bahamas Radio Network. This is the Bahamas Radio Network.
Zephyr, giving birth to ZNS Radio Bahamas, taking the news to the nation and the nation to the world.
Good afternoon, Bahamas. I'm Ahmed Jal Knowles with your ZNS News headlines through the hour. Senior pastor at the New Birth Deliverance Kingdom Ministries, Procton Patton, says Inspector Carlos Blatch was a hardworking, dedicated, and committed member of his church. Blatch served as head minister of the music ministry for the past 9 years. And there remains a high demand for work permits for foreign nationals in the Bahamas. Already, the Department of Immigration is receiving a growing number of those requests. Minister of Immigration, the Honorable Brent Simet, is expressing concern over this trend, noting that he is seeing in excess of 500 requests for work permits per week.
What you see and hear on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcast by this station. The code is available on the IRCA website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 1-242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
Now you can watch the ZNS network of channels absolutely free. That's right, ZNS is now broadcasting 3 separate channels, free to air on Channel 13. One channel has the regular ZNS TV HD programming. You're watching the ZNS network, the People's Station.
This is your ZNS News Update live at 5 o'clock. Good afternoon, Bahamas. I'm Shenique Swain. Here's what's making news at this hour. We start with news from the courts. 2 women, 60-year-old Wendy Smith of Windsor Place, Soldier Road, and 43-year-old Siobhan Johnson of Baintown were charged in the magistrate's court today with a conspiracy to possess dangerous drugs with the intent to supply and possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply. It's alleged that the women concealed the drugs in their food while visiting the Bahamas Department of Corrections. Charges they both deny. In other news, while the country continues to mourn the loss of Inspector Carlos Blatch, his church family of New Birth Deliverance Kingdom Ministry is also grappling with the loss. The former police officer served as head of the church's music ministry for the past 9 years. Senior Pastor Procton Patton says the church is devastated by the loss and described Inspector Blatch as hardworking, dedicated, and committed to the church. And Royal Fidelity Bank held their annual Pays for A ceremony under the theme Dream Big and Work Hard. This year's event was in honor of a former employee, Philippa Ferguson Wilson. President of Royal Fidelity Bank and Trust, Michael Anderson, says that it was fitting to honor Wilson in this way because she always spoke of the importance of education. That's been your ZNS News Update live at 5 o'clock. Join us again at 6 for First at 6 and at 7 for the Bahamas Tonight. I'm Shenique Swain. Good afternoon.
Comedy from the day I was born, and I look up and I saw who my parents was. I know my life is gonna be interesting.
The Bahamian people inspire me, like 100%.
I think the keys of the success to the band Visage has been the ability to stay relevant for the many years that the band has been around.
Technology, it keeps me connected.
What technology have done for me is priceless.
I don't know how I would be able to survive without it.
If I would describe BTC into one word, I would say innovative.
Family all around. Communications lifeblood of the Bahamas.
Every day. I think it's time to call it quits. I've had enough of all this pain. It's time to go our separate ways. I've had enough of this. I think it's time to call it quits. I can't go on living this way. It's time for us to go our separate.
Thank you so much, Margaret Elizabeth. I've had enough. Lord,
wow.
How many women saying that? These guys, you know, say the women don't know how to treat them, don't know how to talk to them. They're doing everything they can to make her happy and put a smile on her face, and yet it's so difficult to not please her. That is the cry of a whole lot of Bahamian men. I don't know, ladies, what y'all saying. I see Lysandra. Well, first of all, Tyrone, I love you. Tyrone say, why beat up on Tyrone? Some of us are good, you know. Ask my wife. Tyrone, I do apologize.
You gotta ask Erica. Erica, tell us call it.
Thanks, Tyrone. Tyrone, you better ask Erica Badu, okay? Because she didn't paint Tyrone in this light. You just don't know. Lysandra say, some women do invest in men, but most of the time, it's not appreciated. And they're not appreciated for it, but rather sometimes abused physically or emotionally because the man may then make them feel belittled, really. There's another comment here somewhere that I saw as well. Kizzy says both persons must bring something to the table. So Lady J says, you can find a man, fall in love with him, knowing his is broke. Look past all of that. Man, listen, Lady J, listen. As soon as you build him up, he leaves your hip for the next best thing, she says. He leaves you, and this is what a lot of women are saying. A lot of women are saying, yeah, they build you up. You was Tyrone before. Tyrone, I don't mean you. You were doggone Tyrone before, looking like dressed kind of match your socks and your pants. Yeah. But now that you think you somebody, you what?
Yeah, but how many women are walking around here with investments that men have made in them?
Exactly.
As it should be. Mr. Knowles. Mr. Knowles.
No, but let them on finish.
Mr. Knowles from Grand Bahama, he will pick up the point after this. Mr. Knowles from Grand Bahama, thank you so much for holding, sir. You've been holding throughout the news broadcast, so the news update. So welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Ms. Smith and your guests.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, the Bible says for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, and most of these women today, they want for richer, and for better, and they end up putting up with the ground with. My father, my mother, when they got together, my mother was poor, my father was poor, and they worked together and they built big things together and they made money together. She wasn't expecting an overnight success. And if it's not love, it's not going to work. I don't care how good you look, it's not going to work. After a while, you're going to get tired of each other, and nothing that'll hold you, and there's no glue.
Very true. Very true. You need that. You need love. You need friendship. You need just compatibility. You need romance. Everything needs to be there. A good mix.
Ms. Miller, one more thing, please. When a man and a woman get together, the man looks at certain things too. He looks at what the woman order on the menu, not because she cheap. He just wants to see if the woman into it for a relationship or she just into using them. And if a man carry a woman out
Mr. Knowles, Mr. Knowles,
on the menu, he'll want to spend money on her.
Mr. Knowles,
he'll just spend money on her for that.
But why are you nodding in agreement, Mr. Knowles? I want to ask you something. You said. You go out to dinner with the lady. You take her out to dinner. While you're saying, "Hey, babe, order what you want," but on the side of your eye, you're looking to see exactly what she's ordering.
Not because I'm cheap. I'm just seeing.
You could have a lot from what you order.
She's just a user, or she in it for being responsible, And then I'll buy the most expensive thing.
Exactly.
Just because she's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, monkey,
they pick the most expensive.
Ladies, I hope you all hear this.
They're looking at what on the entree. They're looking at what on the side of the entree.
And the men want to spend money on the woman, but they just don't want a woman that'll use them for what they have.
Indeed. See, everybody wants to know that they bring a value other than you using me. The women wants that. The men want it as well. We're not saying that, look here, there ain't some trifling brothers out there what women have invested in, like, what's her name, Louisa? But when she say that, we talking about Sarah calling Abraham Lord.
Let me tell you, let me just read what my guest saying, okay?
Yeah, go on, go ahead.
Lisa Bartlett says, Carlos said that Sarah called Abraham Lord. That's because Abraham had something y'all don't want, a wife. Y'all want a slave.
Men want a wife, they just want a good woman to be their wife. They don't want a gold digger.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he said it the right way. See, a brother don't mind giving a woman his last. He just don't want to believe that that's all she wants from him.
But y'all, I don't know where y'all minds be caught up at because
of experience. Some brothers done gone through situation, and I'm not saying that women ain't been through some experience. But if a brother been through every woman he get, the only thing she want to do is use him and dump him.
Understand, Carlos and Levan, if you taking Shaquita to dinner, who ain't no but nothing.
You better watch these names now, what you call it?
And white rice, and she order surf and turf, then what the dickens? I bet you wouldn't look at the side of your eye at all.
No.
You happy? Oh, she wife feed her well. Let me go try. When we go home, like what?
Let me say this, right? I personally
Thank you very much, Mr. Knowles. Thank you.
All right, ma.
Okay.
Yeah, Ms. Knowles, let me start off by saying that certainly flesh and blood had not revealed that to you. But a woman, I tell this to my friends, you can get anything you want from a man if he feels like you want nothing. The woman that gets the most is the woman that he feels wants nothing from him. Because now he has to prove to her his value. And if she wants... I tell them one of the biggest impediments that have been visited upon Bahamian females is prepaid cell phones. No, I tell you. Because I meet you Monday.
And send me some minutes.
It's a minute. Now you talk to me one time.
No, seriously, now girls has asked that and just
now you talk
somebody.
to me one time. This is a hey, how you doing? Man, everything cool. You run across my mind today. Well, I hadn't heard from you in a couple of days. Well, I heard from you because I didn't have no minutes. Well, didn't I just send you $5 or $10 on your phone the other day? Well, where these minutes going? And voice now that one of them companies just give you the credit minutes where you could credit some minutes, and then when you top up your phone, they just take your minutes back. Man, these women never got top up. All right? And so that's one of the greatest impediments visited. The next thing, you go out, and people like Dr. Reed may not have these kinds of challenges in their life anymore, right? Because they've ascended. You go out, man, to hail a female sometimes could run you into $40. I met a girl that I knew a long time ago. Met her out, say, hey man, what's happening? Haven't seen you in over a decade. How you been? How your mommy? How your sister? You know something? I'm on my way to the bar. Come have a drink with me. Certainly. I ordered myself a collect. It's a $3 drink. You, on the other hand, you want a Hennessy and Grand with Monster in it. Your drink costs $9. And oh, by the way, your two friends standing up there looking like they standing at ease in the military. And so now, this $9 drink turns into 9 times 3.
So about $50 roughly.
So I tell about $30, and all I say so far was hi.
Was hello. Well, see, I'll tell you this. You all have a point to prove.
And they want wings. And they want wings.
And they want wings on top of the drink.
And they want wings.
But no, you all... See, I'll tell you this. I mean, I guess it really is expensive being a man, a single man in particular, when you go out someplace, because you all feel they all have a point to prove.
It ain't about the point.
A man don't want to prove no point,
it ain't about the point.
He just want to know what he's invested into.
Thank you very much. Shenique said, what kind of bottom feeders you all saying? And that's what I'm saying. See, you all just want class bottom feeders, but woman...
Shenique,
okay, listen. The only people that you know is the people that you've come in contact with. If somebody get burned, I don't care what kind of stove it is. It could be General Electric. It could be Westinghouse. As far as they know, that stove burned. So when man see woman, for the sake of whatever, when women see man, they go through the same thing. A woman want to know if she's investing in a man, that he's in it for a long haul. So what's wrong with a brother wanting to know that if I'm investing into a woman, that she's there for the long haul and she's not here just to use me?
And the social classes in this country aren't that very far apart. The same gals I just meet on the park in Mason, I just meet them when I go to Bahamas. Don't act like there's somewhere you go to look for the bottom feeder and somewhere you go to look for the top feeder.
How you still lose?
All right? Because when you go to the chicken farm, there are 2 types of chicken there. All of them eat the same thing, though. You don't act like you all come from such a different category.
Well, LeVon, you go out, right?
Yeah.
How you can tell
and
who is the low, what they call it, the low life or whatever. Yeah, how you tell?
And this is my point. And I'm telling you, man, Shenique, listen to me. I've been places seeing women that are absolutely adorable. Only to learn within the first maybe 48 hours of this conversation or in our interaction that you know something, I have now discontinued talking to people that are too needy, particularly women. The people that always have a need. And the ones that really get me are the ones that have these needs that if you don't come to my rescue right now, this could be the end of it for me. Yeah, I don't really particularly need to even have you in my circle, and that's on any level. And I don't know if women understand that. Like, this, my friends and I, right, we call them the violin girls, right? Because every time you call them, every time you check on them,
later doing it.
when you call them, you say, hey, how you doing? Child.
Listen.
I was just wondering.
I'll tell you, you all say how you know the bottom feeders from the top feeders? You all trifling dudes, because you all know. Margaret Elizabeth said when they speak, you can certainly tell the difference. You can tell the difference. Kizzy says, I don't like the fact that a woman is always looking to a man to get something from him. I just don't like women like that.
And there are many of them. And there are many of them.
And there's so much. And this is where the challenge of the brothers. And just for IQ Candy, what says that these brothers seem to only know roaches. When we speak on this show, we don't speak from our standpoint.
Well, some of it is from my standpoint.
Some of it will be from our standpoint. But basically, it's basically from the man view. I counsel a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people. I talk to a lot of men. You see what I'm saying? And these are the sentiments that they feed me. So what we're doing is generalizing.
Yeah, but we don't. Come on, that doesn't need to be said.
Right.
I'm saying though, what women like us and many of these women here on the speed are saying, y'all, that's the woman y'all go after.
But not necessarily, because you know what
to.
hurts you. You know what hurts you when you find out that the woman that have all this expectation from you and your ability, that wants you to be financially stable, that wants you to have your own house, that wants you to have your own car, that wants you to have good social rapport, that wants you to be well networked. That same woman you are going to find is probably very broke and her life is in shambles, and that hurts. Like, how do you request or require this of me when you don't meet me here? I had a friend of mine who told me that he met a girl, man. You know, she was nice job, nice car. So one day, you know, he just was out and about, because we out and about kind of guys. And he says he called her just to, you know, to be slick. He said, man, you know, I just was thinking about Jen. I figured I was in your area. I might as well bring you some lunch. He says, I just was wondering where I was going to get lunch from, because I didn't bring no lunch to work today. So he's like, well, you know, I'm on the road. So, well, what do you want? Man, Shenique, the girl, says she want a seafood combo fettuccine. Man, that's $32.
Yeah, but he asked. But didn't he ask?
But Shenique, how you going from?
Yeah, that's a little stretch.
Ain't knowing what you was eat today.
And you got this all that figure out.
No, that's a little stretch. That's no seafood. Seafood combo fettuccine. That's lobster. That's
shrimp, and a little piece of fish.
Calamari.
Yeah.
Grouper.
And you just you was about to eat crackers and probably drink some of your boss free tea. And you're going from that to a seafood combo fettuccine. But how you even figure that out?
Yeah, you figure it out like this. The gentleman asked, and he figured he's a little, you know, high roller. So you figure, I might as well eat good lunch today.
But they're the things, like the topic is what turn good man off from some women.
So that turns a good man off?
Yeah, because he don't want to feel like he's being used. Everybody wants to know that they're valued for who they are, whether you're a man or you're a woman. A woman don't want a brother to just come along because he want piece of leg. It's the same thing. The brother don't want the woman just to use him for, like he's a cash cow. He wants to know that, lucky that you concerned about me. And once he knows that the woman is concerned about it, that woman can get almost anything from him.
And they sang a song about this in the 80s, I think it was. It's called Me Tell the Girls, See Me Brinks There. And women do this. Can you see him? I got him so fooled. Him? He even had a whiff of this yet. That man then do this thing, that thing, the next thing. Girl, he can't tell you if he's man or woman. And plenty women are walking around here trying to brinks men. And to the point that I see the commentators making, right? When I said that my friend was trying to be slick, every man wants to be the knight in shining armor. We won't be the knight in shining armor. So I call you just out of the blue because I want you to know that you was on my mind. Right?
Listen, that little flipping line, save it.
Slickness, you was on my mind.
It is slick. That's
yeah. It. And so here's, because you know what women like to accuse men of? Not exuding enough effort, right? So before you have to have that complaint, I can show you my effort, man. I calling you. I on the road and you on my mind and I thinking about you and I just wanted to pop by and say hi. And I want to come in my hand swinging. So since I come in to pop by, let me bring you some lunch, which is a slick way to get to see you, right? Because, of course, everybody got to eat.
Mr. Roll, thank you very much for holding. Welcome to the conversation. Hello? Are you there, Mr. Roll? Mr. Roll, are you there? Margaret, it'll be good if we could call these people by their first names. That would be wonderful. Miss Brown, are you there?
What if Mr. Roll named Leviticus?
That's good. Miss Brown.
Yes, I am.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the conversation. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Awesome. Welcome to the conversation.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I can't hear Margaret.
Hello?
Yes, Mom.
Okay,
turn
this
your
is my
television.
view, okay?
Yeah, lower your volume, please.
Yes, a lot of times in relationships, right? You have here in the Bahamas, everyone has their ideology and their philosophy of how they want to date someone.
Right.
And what happened is a lot of times young men, some of them learn to date from the street. And some of them learn from the various culture that they were raised in terms of their home environment and their upbringing. A lot of times, in some cases, right, you have the male figure. They're supposed to, one, be the provider, right? But they seem to have an issue with being a provider. A lot of times when they want to date a female, I think they tend to come to the relationship with one agenda in some cases, which is, one, when they date, they don't date with a purpose in mind. And two, they tend to want to move very quickly into the relationship where they want to move from, okay, say they go out on a date. That night they go out on a date, they want to hit it. No, I think you should have standards and you should have a particular, maybe if you see this lady and you caught her. Yeah, caught her with a purpose.
They ain't about that. They don't even do that nowadays, Ms. Brown. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that a lot of times I don't think they tend to date with a purpose in mind.
No, they have a purpose, all right.
Right, and then their agenda is basically to hit it and leave. And sometimes you have situations where, like, say for instance, they have like a one-night stand situation, and in that one-night stand situation, say a lady gets pregnant, the fella tend to be a deadbeat dad, walk away, and he doesn't be there to provide for the child. So I'm just saying there are various scenarios here in this country where you have relationships that start and end quickly, and fellas do not date with a purpose in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. You are totally correct with that, and that is why, I mean, you know, but I guess we're talking about all aspects and phases of the relationship, because in the beginning, that's how a woman begins to kind of, I guess, tell you she wants shrimp fettuccine with everything in it. that
right,
run,
but then...
run you into $30. Yes, ma'am.
Right. But my thing is this. Love is a process.
Yes. Man, this woman save.
It's something that is earned over a period of time.
Exactly.
You don't gain a trust automatically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know I heard Minister Reed and your other panelists make various statements about women and their views or their perspective, but my thing is trust in a relationship is paramount to its success.
Exactly.
If you do not trust an individual, a lot of times it can go south. And like I said, trust is something that is earned, not just gained.
Over time.
Over a period of time, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So I think a lot of times, too, in this country, a man and a woman in relationships, they need to learn how to take time to get to know him and her.
Exactly.
It was true.
Right, and that's all we've been saying.
It's very true.
That's all we've been saying.
Ms. Brown,
you know?
Ms. Brown, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know,
thank you for participating today.
The man wants to know the woman. He wants to know that he values something to her other than just being a car source.
But
the woman wants to know that the man values her more than just a hit. You see what I'm saying?
And a woman agrees fully with that. But like Nikita says, you all see one thing with y'all like from the churchmen to the just ordinary little whoever walking the streets want a woman to call them Lord and cater to them and spoil them. But the point is, as Nikita pointed out, Abraham didn't tell Sarah, call him Lord.
No.
The way Abraham treated Sarah.
Exactly.
Provided for Sarah. Prized Sarah. Sarah had no other choice than to say, Lord.
See, this is where the breakdown. This is where
this is like a woman's seminar.
See, this is where the breakdown in our communication come. I don't think the man out there saying, "Lucky you need to call me Lord." You got people out there. If they doing that, then they joking. They joking.
You have the attitude.
But all right, take for instance, right? You see the kind of person that I am, right? That I'll go and do small little things. Mm-hmm. We do those small little things not because we want you to acknowledge it, but we'll appreciate if you acknowledge it. If somebody gives you something, that's courtesy. We've been taught this from young. If somebody does something for you, you say thank you. You see what I'm saying? Based upon how you respond, going to determine whether that person continue to do those things or take it up to another notch. Even the Bible says that God inhabits the praises of his people.
Very true.
So if you do something and you're trying to do something to show to the woman in your life that you love her, acknowledge the fact that I did something, not that I'm looking for it.
So you think you say that, and what I guess what the men are saying is too much of almost an entitlement.
Exactly. That's all we're saying, you know. Now look here, don't get me wrong. I believe that it goes to two-way. All right, let's say a woman, she spends all day cleaning out the house, she cooks for you. You come home and you don't acknowledge it. How does that make a woman feel?
Carlos, do you, when your wife cooks a great meal that she feels so
tell her
that she feels proud of a new recipe, or the house is clean and smelling great, or like you say, the million pillows she has on the pillows she has on the bed or on the couch. Do you say, babe, this is so
I like the plate. Why? Because I want to continue cooking, so I ain't got to buy no food. See, it's a thing to this. See, when you appreciate what people do, whether it's man or woman, right? It makes that person feel that they want to do more. That's all we're saying. Whether it's coming from a woman or a man, we just want to be appreciated.
Miss Murray, thank you for holding. Welcome to the conversation. Hi, Miss Murray, you there?
In the right age.
Hi, welcome to the conversation.
Yes, I enjoy your show. I listen all the time. But listen, I caught my husband from 18 to 21. And I married from 21 to 82.
Man, you doing
and,
that?
you know, I never took my husband for granted. He didn't take me for granted. You show each other that you love them, appreciate them, and anything he does, you thank him for and show that you love him.
So, Miss Murray, Miss Murray.
For rub his head, and you keep your love going. It is not measured. It is not overshadowed.
Yes.
You communicate. And if you love a man, it's to the end of the world for you.
So
you just got to show him love and take good care of him.
Yes, Miss Murray.
Yes, darling.
At 82 years old, what are some of the things that you do to show appreciation, love, tenderness, and affection to your husband?
I cook for my husband every day. He doesn't eat junk food. Every day I cook.
Every day.
I made sure that he had his clothes. He didn't have to ask me for socks on the rent, and everything had a door. Everything in his place.
Oh,
and when he does something special, I say, thank you, darling, kiss him, hug him. And he did vice versa.
So he does this
with the same accounts and all that. We had no difference.
And he does these things for you as well.
When he broke, I broke.
Yeah, yes. And so you're saying not only do you do these things, but he also does these for you.
Yeah, I don't think that women show enough appreciation for man, especially if a man thinks that you are good enough to be his wife. Treat him like a wife. But I think I treat my husband how my mother treated my dad.
Exactly. Exactly.
My husband loves me today.
So your husband loves you today, as you said, because you know how to treat him right, how to make sure you cater to his needs.
We never made difference on who must do this and do that. We did the yard together, he mow, I edge up, and we clip and all of that. If water showed on the floor, we went to mop it, he would take him up and do it. I didn't have to tell him do, and he didn't have to ask me for nothing. I made sure they had a nice bed to live on, all those linens and so on. And sometimes we just sit and scratch one another head, hug up, listen to music. I mean, love goes on. It goes deeper and deeper.
Yes. Miss Murray, I am so appreciative of you calling in at 82 years old. You really are the star of today's show because you were saying...
A man only needs love and attention. That's all he needs. Show love, appreciation, and attention.
Love and attention.
Love and attention.
Yes.
There you have it from an 82-year-old woman who says to this day she does and treats her husband with respect, kindness, love, and attention.
And he would do anything for me.
And in return, he does, not will do, he does anything for her.
Yes. Just love him, show appreciation, don't exact anything from me. If I go and buy something for me, I buy at least a pair of shoes, socks, but I never talk for me unless I buy something for him.
We can take up the offering.
Miss Murray, thank you so much, Miss Murray. I do appreciate you holding on because I know you were holding for a while.
Yes,
thank you.
It would be nice sometimes to counsel these young women.
Yeah.
Because I think they exact too much. You know, my husband and I, when we married, we eat white grapes and a tin of sardine between the two. But we pay house rent, water, and light. We couldn't afford telephone and all of that.
Yes.
And love grew and grew and grew.
Wow.
It wasn't about
Well, Ms.
everything
Murray,
else,
you sure
know?
certainly dropped some wisdom on us today. Thank you very much for calling in and sharing your thoughts with us. 82 years old. 82.
Thank you very much. I enjoy the show all the time.
Thank you very much,
Mary
Ms.
60
Murray.
something. But we prefer to listen to somebody who ain't got no man.
Somebody who 20
you know,
and
but they
tell
keeping
no
it
girl.
real.
No girl.
I just keeping it real. Keeping it real and keep you single.
Oh, stay exactly where you are. The conversation comes back right after this.
G&M Appliances on Robinson Road has all your air conditioning needs this summer, like the Comfort Star 9,000 and 12,000 BTU 13 SEER for just $3.99. Or how about the Comfort Star 18,000 BTU just $5.99? Or how about the Comfort Star 24,000 or 36,000 at the lowest prices possible? We also carry a wide selection of air conditioning parts such as fans, compressors, filters, capacitors, or any part you may need. So, call today at 328-2083. We're located on Robinson Road.
My teacher say I have hate my yard, that I am no good, that I like to fight too much. Who does she think put it there? In my house, if you question daddy, you get a black eye. In my house, a fist is power.
Let's talk. Call the Bahamas Crisis Center's free 24-hour hotline at 328-0922. Sometimes a conversation can change a life.
Home and valuables and prepare this hurricane season before a storm. Is your insurance coverage up to date? Do you have enough? Are your vehicles in bulk protected? What about that? What kind of windows or shutters should you buy? You have questions. Come ask the experts. The Bahamas Red Cross will be there. There will be treats for the kids and a chance for you to win a $500 home insurance rebate. Bahamas First presents Hurricane Prep 101 on Saturday, September 22nd from 1 to 5 p.m. Information forum begins at 3 p.m. at the University of the Bahamas Library. For more information, email askus@bahamasfirst.com. Hurricane Prep 101 on Saturday, September 22nd at the University of the Bahamas.
people scared, Ron, because she could threaten
When
me.
this boy slap your head off, I'll be like,
Oh, welcome back to the conversation, guys. Listen, I see the phone lines are full. Thank you, Margaret Elizabeth. You should be mine. Anything you want. See, that's what y'all let's go and try act like y'all are knights in shining armor. So when the woman when you say, oh, hey, I was thinking, but you would the hell you was flipping thinking about 1, 2, what you want to eat. She tell you she want a seafood combo. What you want?
But Shenique, just to the last caller's point before I forget this, right? Some women, or I think a lot of people in the Bahamas, maybe it's our Christian conservatism that has us this way, right? We need to understand that not all sexual encounters in your life are, were, or will be relationships, right? So you gotta understand that first of all. And I think we are kind of playful with it when she said that people don't date purposefully. I'm not exactly sure if that is correct. There are some people that you really don't want to be in a relationship with. Not because I'm sexually attracted to you means that I want to be in a relationship with you. I mean, I want to have sex with Janis Jackson. That don't mean I want to marry her. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think we have to understand that and be adults about that, first of all. The other thing is, you heard Miss what was the lady's name? Miss Murray. A man that feels appreciated is a very powerful thing. And I know we've been harping on that all day, right? But you know what else is very important to a man? A man that has a woman that is interested in the things that he's interested in. If the fellow there fixing the car, chances are he fixing your car. The least you could do is go get one bucket and sit on the porch right next to him.
Bring you some cold water, something to drink.
Sometimes you don't have to bring him anything. Just sit there. Because men, again, are creatures of territory. So he will ask you, you know what this thing is? No, I know what this is. I gotta teach you everything. This is the doing click.
So you feel in his zone.
Yes,
in his zone. Just like watching football.
Yeah.
You know, what did he just do? That's his zone. He wants you to come in the zone. We ain't got no problem getting in your zone, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, see, y'all know, because I be understand it to be y'all want to be left alone when y'all watching a football game because y'all don't want to be talking and explaining nothing.
No, we want to talk about the game.
Yeah.
You can't come out there and talk about what your friend do when the game going on.
Right.
You can cause me miss something.
Yes.
But if you can come into my zone, then what you do is you open up something that you didn't even know you opened up. You now give me permission to come into your zone.
And also, Dr. Reed, women are selfish in this manner, right? You could ask almost any man right now. The doctor mightn't confess to this on radio. But if you know how much of your problems you done tell me about on this drive home in the car, but the girl in the office who was wearing these off-colored stockings and you don't know why she, and then this manager tell you got to take this blonde out your hair, but Shaquisha over there got this hot orange in her hair, and women don't realize that they dump that on men without even thinking about it. Baby, you know what happened today? Yeah, you remember the girl in the office I tell you about? Now I have to remember which one of these girls, right? Yeah, you remember the one? Oh, yeah, the one with the And girl, you know, she come to work today and tell me, but I must go and get them paper from the copy machine. Paper from what copy machine? When I was copying paper, she wasn't even aware in this company.
So men feel dumped on?
Yes, and we don't mind
we don't have a problem with it.
We don't have a problem with it. But don't expect me to remember everything what you say.
And not just that. And women anticipate that we are just here to catch it. They dump it, we catch it.
So you got to learn the art to say, that's true. That's what they do.
And at any point, you as a man feel the need that you have to dump something. Most times, 70% of the time, I'm gonna say, your woman ain't on your run with your interests. I'm telling you.
But the bottom line.
But you want to. But we
want
you.
But you expect me to go through this whole story about the office and how these people ain't set my mic right, and you believe the producer had the radio turned up so loud, all my hairs, and I have to take that every day as your boyfriend, every day.
The bottom line is we got to come out with a PSA, right? Like how we just tell people.
What the PSA got to say?
Yeah, the PSA, just like how they have, like, say, drink responsibly.
Yeah.
I mean, start dating responsibly. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
And I think that PSA
Stop dating, trifling people and expecting that they can be somebody different.
Ladies,
that go for man and woman.
Yeah, but ladies, I hope you hear it. Don't even flip an answer.
Date responsibly.
Karen says, listen, tell Leven, please be quiet because who you want us to dump on? That's all.
I don't have no issue with that. But again, just how you anticipate that I care about whatever going on in this little tuck shop you all got of an office? Because, man, women have more weight problems than anything in the world. I can't understand how you go to work every day.
No, it's
and have a problem. Why you still go? You should quit this job.
Problem with everybody. Problem with everybody.
Another complaint y'all have. The other complaint is she gonna quit her job and she know we got these bills and she.
A man will let his woman. If a man values you and you walk off your job, that man will take care of you. I've dated women that I gave salaries to just so they didn't feel like they were dependent. You understand what I'm saying? A man will take care of a woman that he values. So you see it all the time. Man, the man say he going full-time in ministry. Next thing you know, the Lord talk to the woman and she going full-time too. And nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying that when you find a man that sees value in you, and guess who can determine that value? Only him. You know, and a lot of fellas going around, you're telling their daughter, oh, you're a princess. And that's great. Let your daddy give you that self-empowerment you need. But understand this, you're your daddy princess. And his value of you and my value of you ain't the same thing.
So how do you want to pick up from better daddy leave off and have as a princess?
Yes, when I determine you are my princess, you are now my princess. Don't bring daddy princess over here to me because that's your part.
I tell my daughter, right, if you meet a fella who don't treat you like your daddy, keep running. You see what I'm saying?
So married to single, did you hear him?
No, yes. I agree with the doctor 100%.
You don't have to prove to no brother that you this and that. See, as soon as you open your mouth, based upon the conversation level that you have, then you're going to be able to determine your value or show people what your value is.
I agree with him 100%.
Your value should not just be seen by what you adorn yourself with. Your value should be seen by what's inside your head.
Inwardly.
You see what I'm saying? And this is why I'm talking about dating responsibly. If you can't strike a good conversation with somebody, you ain't supposed to be together.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Even Lavardi says a woman requires a conversation from us brothers. That's a man. Tony says when women aren't talking to you, they're talking to someone else.
Exactly.
So
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, and I also don't disagree with the doctor. The point I'm making, though, is don't bring your princess-ship isn't transferable. The Queen of England is only the queen when she's in the Commonwealth. Outside of the Commonwealth, she's still the queen, but don't expect that people can bow down around here or people can call you your majesty around here because you ain't our queen. And that's the point I'm making. Until you become this man's queen, you aren't. And only him one gets to determine that. To Leland Lavarity's point, women don't necessarily want a conversation from us. They want talk.
Sounding board.
She want you be clangling cymbals, my brother. You just sit there and let her go.
Look at Shenique. I remember one time, right? Like my wife used to be on the phone. She talking to girlfriends them for hours. Then we talk. We just go, yeah. That's. I had to learn how the woman is talk. She said, yeah, that's true, girl. Well, why they do that to you? And then the conversation started to flow. You see what I'm saying? See, like somebody said, right? If she ain't talking to you, she talking to somebody else. Woman just an offloader. She has to offload. She has to express herself. And one of the things, brothers, look here, if you're out there, you're listening, right? When a woman talking, and she come to you with a problem, she ain't looking for you to solve a problem.
Nope. And she got the answer.
She just want to get this off her thing. You don't make that mistake trying to tell her what to do. Just listen to what she got to say. And sisters, that's the same thing with a brother. Sometimes we ain't need you to solve our problem. If you solve our problem, that shows weakness to us. Just hear us. Yeah, that's true. The same thing what you want. It's the same thing
and learn how to be surprised. Baby, you know that girl in the office had the audacity to tell me my skirt too short? She do what? Well, where she get that kind of nerve from? That's what I would know now. Because I would know who she... When I was building this place from the ground up when they meet me here 15 years ago, none of them was around. That's what I telling you now, baby. I couldn't imagine.
Just pondering the woman, man. Just pondering.
So what you do?
Don't laugh.
Come on, Shenique. You know if you do something else, you in trouble.
Don't miss and say, well, baby, I told you when you leave home, that's was this. Oh, because now we got a rumble in the Bronx.
Whose side you on?
You sound like
whose side you on? You sound like you more of a dummy.
Listen, Millie, thank you very much for holding. Welcome to the conversation. Hi, Millie, are you there? Millie, are you there? We're going to go to another one. Mr. Nottage, thank you for holding. Welcome to the conversation. I am not getting to these calls quick enough. Donovan, are you there? Thank you for holding. Welcome to the conversation. All of you guys are gone? Gail, are you there?
Ma'am.
Hi, Gail. Welcome to the conversation.
I'm a pleasure to you.
Hi.
In the conversation I was listening to what a gentleman was saying, not all, like I was saying, like how the man was saying actually, if a woman doing her all in all for a man and he don't show up back the same respect, why should the woman give him the respect if he ain't giving the woman the respect?
Well, to that point, Colum, the thing I always say to women, right, is don't get caught up doing something that is important to you and assume you're doing it for me. Women are very often, they find themselves doing things. Girl, I cook for this man, and I clean for him, and I fold his clothes. And you may find that none of that matters to him. Right? What he may actually want is a woman that says, baby, I saw that there's an IPO in the newspaper yesterday that, you know, maybe one of these insurance companies was offloading some shares. Did you see that? That may matter more to him. Or he may, I tell people this, right? I'm a Church of God boy. If I go out on a date sometimes, I just voice out singing old Church of God song. You really want to get my attention? Man, hit the next voice of that song for me. But these things, I'm saying...
the bottom line, what I think that Levon is saying...
One at a time.
I think what Levon is saying, right? See, women was designed to be a helpmeet. That doesn't mean that she must cater to the man. That ain't what that means. That means if you're helping me, you got to help me where I need that help, where I want that help.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Don't assume that this is the area that I need help in.
But that's the area, but it is the area.
No, because if we do that to you, it can be a problem.
Because if that area is lacking and falls down, you all have a problem.
Exactly, but then, all right, you don't solve it. You don't solve it. You can come and we can discuss the thing, but allow me to solve it. Because if you solve it, then from a man perspective, he feels now that you're dominating the relationship.
Well, Gail, thank you very much. We're going to go to a break right now. When we come back, Millie, Dadas, and Ryan continue holding. I'll come to the line as soon as we come back after the break. Stay close.
Are you having trouble?
More Bahamians are being encouraged to get involved in fishing and farming in an overall view of growing our agriculture industry, putting the Bahamas in a better position to not only feed ourselves, but create a sustainable food chain of produce for export. Hello, I'm Carla Palmer. In the next episode of Agriculture Now, we'll explore the potential of the fisheries sector. Join me on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. for Agriculture Now. That's Agriculture Now on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. on the ZNS Television Network.
Megan Shepard, a reporter here at the ZNS Northern Service. Did you know that ZNS is right at your fingertips when you download the new ZNS app? Missed something in our newscast? That's okay. Simply pull up the app, swipe, and you'll find all of our news headlines and highlights. So what are you waiting for? Download the new ZNS app today.
Your 18% credit card balance to 10% and help you take back control of your finances. Download our mobile app. Apply online at www.moneymanltd.com or call us at 356-3555. Money Managers. We're responsible lenders for responsible people. Salary deductions only.
Real change starts now. With the upcoming Public Procurement Act, all government contracts will soon move online. After the act passes, only registered suppliers will be able to bid on available opportunities. Don't get left out. Register your business on the e-procurement and supplier registry system. The process takes just 2 minutes. Register today at www.suppliers.gov.bs or call the help desk at 604-1049 for assistance.
Just to be close.
just for a moment, well, just for an hour, just to be close to you, I was a lonely man, a man with no direction, with no purpose, with no one to love and no one to love me for me. Oh, girl, then you came into my life. You made my jagged edges smooth. You made my.
I'll call it. Welcome back to the conversation. Welcome back to the conversation, everybody. Some housekeeping stuff to do real quick. By the way, big hello to, we have a viewer in China. What is her first name again?
Miss Simone Roll.
Hi, Simone. Simone is watching all the way in China. That's 13 hours ahead.
Yes.
And so I'm sure it's probably after midnight. And it's, what time is it now? It's 6 something in the morning. In the morning, yes. So Simone, thank you so much. Simone is watching from China. Big hello to you. I also want to say a big hello, big hello to Master Control. They always say, Shenique, you always ignore us. Hi, Master Control. Yes, I couldn't do it without y'all. Portia, also, Margaret Elizabeth, thank you all so much. And I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors for the day. By the way, Kishan, those guava rolls are amazing. The guava, which one you all had, guys?
Man, I eat peas, Shenique, that feel like 4 miles. Wow. Like, I just feel like I need to get up and
you need to run.
Yeah. Like,
but that was good. That was awesome.
No, it was awesome. Which one you had?
I had all.
She had guava, coconut,
I gone through all. I pieced with this little piece because I know there was a mix. You know what I mean? See, only one bad habit I get. You know, my bad habit is food. You know what I mean? You could string me with food.
Oh dear.
You know?
But Kishan, really awesome. Thank you so much. The guy from Western Union even enjoyed it as well. Mm-hmm. Today's show brought to you by Western Union, Ministry of Finance, Almighty Computers, Midens Wholesale, USA Flea Market, S&M Uniforms, Money Managers, GM Appliances, and Club One Fitness Center. Today, the show is 325, the numbers rather, 325-5403, 325-5404, 325-5405. If you're calling from the Family Islanders or elsewhere, 1242-300-8255. Hello to you, Dadas. Thank you very much for holding. Are you still there? Hi, Dadas. Hi, Dadas. Welcome to the conversation.
Yes. I would like, well, first of all, let me greet each and every one of you.
Hello.
All right. I would like to go back to the Sarah comment. Sarah did not love Abraham only. She respected him. And that is what is lacked in most relationships today. Mm-hmm. Women seems to think that they're men's equal, and if they have a job, if they so-called independent to a level that they think they are on the man, they either think the income they are making, which is equal or even more than the man, earns them the right to be over or in charge of the man.
But listen, Dadas, I want to ask you, why do you suppose, because this is the overriding concern for men that come around this table, why do you suppose women in this country have gotten to the point where they are disrespecting men, their husbands more and more? Why? What did the man do?
Well,
not done.
First of all, you know, I'm taking it from the biblical point of view here. I'm coming from the biblical point. And the more we stray away from the Bible principle, the more we will find ourselves to be contrary. We will be lost. We will be misguided and everything else in that same direction. And so what's missing in the home today is the biblical principles. You see, I've learned that the Bible has 31,103 verses, and there is not one verse in the Bible that says the man should respect the woman, but it says the woman should respect the man.
But it also says in the Bible, it also says, by example, in the Bible, that men were husbands. And men provided for, I ain't talking about that part. Men provided for, took care of, and cherished their women. And that is why Sarah could have said, Lord, you all very selective with this Bible.
No.
And then on top of respect, like somebody said earlier in the live feed, how you could respect somebody, like they said, Abraham had servants for Sarah. What y'all having? Where your house?
Okay. I see where you're coming from. It is true. But see, one of the gentlemen on your show, one of these men of God, they also make reference of all women are not wife material, just as wise as just all men are not husband material.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bible, in the book of Matthew, I can't remember the verse, it says that God did not create everybody to get married. Nor did he create everybody to have kids.
Yes, sir, you're right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And so, if that is the case, then we ought to be selective of who we choose. Some people, you have some people just living in a relationship with a person that is not of that material, and because of maybe the out of parents, they fall in a relationship that now they have to find themselves out, and they find themselves working so hard at it over years trying to get it right, and it just ain't right. I'm saying is, once you follow the biblical steps, no matter how modernized time may have come, and no matter how the songs that mold you to be the person you are, or the time that we're living in is, once you go back to the biblical principle, you will not find yourself out of it. And one of the ways to most encourage a man to be the person that you want him to be is to love him and cherish him and motivate him by not pointing out his faults, his shortcomings or whatever he ain't doing right, but it's to cherish the things that he's doing good, to motivate him to change on the road correct.
Listen, Dallas, I thank you so much, and I wish I had gotten to you earlier so you could have a longer time. Thank you so much for calling in today. I'll tell you, a lot of women agree with that, but a lot of women are saying, come on, man, I'm going to respect you, love me, treat me right, provide, do this stuff, treat me, bring tenderness back into this stuff. Then you could get, y'all.
It's a two-way thing.
Like Kizzy, but most y'all, Bahamian men don't realize that. Y'all use that, but most of y'all,
understand. The man.
Kizzy said men are very selective with that Bible. I honestly don't agree with that. Respect is earned.
I believe respect.
You have to earn respect and to be respected.
I agree with respect have to be earned. You see what I'm saying? But I believe where the caller was coming from, he was coming from the biblical standpoint where God said a woman must submit to the man, but he also tells the man to love the woman.
Thanks.
See, here's the thing, right? See,
men don't love these women.
Men don't need love. They need respect.
And I was about to
you
tell you, because I think respect is earned when we talking man to man. The Bible gives a very simple formula for how a woman gets love out of a man.
Respect him and you get the love.
The Bible says, husbands, love your wife. Wife, submit.
If you submit
to your husband. It is a revolving door. That submission causes a floodgate of love to open up. A man that feels that he has a woman that he can lean on or lean against, man, there is an endless, boundless, unceasing love and benevolence that will flow out towards her.
Alex says we need to do the show once a week to save more Bahamian families. Listen, I am so sorry I can't get to any more of your comments. Oh gosh, believe me, we will have another show next week. Perhaps even perhaps extend this,
right? Because
really
we need to go
in depth into this, because this really is something that. And I want a lady around the table, and I mean a serious lady who can talk to these men. Yeah, anyway, today's show
bring it.
Brought to you by Western Union, Ministry of Finance, Almighty Computers, Midas Wholesale, USA Flea Market, S&M Uniforms, Money Managers, GM Appliances, and Club One Fitness Center. Carlos Reed, Levon Miller, thank you all so much. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. Of course, Facebook audience and everybody, thank you so much. God bless. Have a great weekend.
The views and opinions expressed on this show or program are not necessarily the views of the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.